This episode of the Sports Office is brought to you by Chevy Detroit. Together, let's drive. Visit ChevyDetroit.com. All right, welcome to the Sports Office. Another fun time here in Southfield with our fun friends. We've got Rich Luderman in here tonight. We've got sports producer James Paxton in here tonight. We've got my man Tommy over here, and we've got Jim over here.
Wow.
Jim, in the Zoom room over here.
Jim.
You'll be able to come in as you fans can get in. Don't forget the QR code down here right at the bottom of the screen and the number right here to get you in to the Sports Office, and we can discuss everything that's going on. And first off tonight, James, the big game.
I mean, there's a really big game.
Michigan State.
A really big game.
It's going to be a huge one this Friday night at the Breslin Center.
On Fox 2.
On Fox 2.
8 p.m.
8 p.m.
Yaxel Lendeborg.
Cohen Carr.
Elliot Cadeau. Jeremy Fierce Jr. Izzo. Dusty May. I mean, this is, I'm hyped.
High energy, expectations. Man. What do you think?
I think it's a very, very aggressive, physical, close game.
Mm-hmm.
A fast-paced game. They're going to be running the floor.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think both teams could have a ton of fast break points. I'm excited for it. I'm not going to give you a winner because I'll give you one tomorrow, of course, because we'll have a show tomorrow. But I think this one's so close and this one's so physical. Not like dirty after the foul thing.
Oh, no doubt.
You're going to have to really play defense.
Big Ten basketball.
What do you expect, Rich? You know, you've seen this rivalry for many years in this conference. I mean, you being a Penn State guy, but still, you've seen what Michigan State means to this area.
It's going to be high energy up in East Lansing. There's going to be a lot of green and white. Mm-hmm. You know, I look for a couple of calls to go Michigan State's way. That's all I'm saying. a little home cooking on a cold night. It's going to happen. A little home cooking.
Really? You think that's it?
That's it.
What about what these teams are coming in? I mean, they both come in off of wins. I mean, which is
wins
good.
That they probably shouldn't have gotten. MSU went to Rutgers in overtime. Michigan beat Nebraska because Nebraska couldn't hit a shot in the last 5 minutes.
You can definitely say that.
A win is a win.
I believe Tom Izzo admitted that much after the Rutgers game, saying that he was very lucky to win that game.
I mean, if Ukachukwu doesn't hit the three to send him to overtime, I mean that they were not good on Tuesday.
Can you spell Ukachukwu?
Say that 10 times real fast.
Divine Ukachukwu. I'm going to go DIVINUGUCHUOKGU. Ukachukwu.
Yes,
wow.
Yes,
Was that right? Was that right?
I don't know. I didn't look at it.
What do you mean? You asked me how to spell it, and I got it.
Fun times in
that
here.
That was so ridiculous.
Let's keep going, Rich.
Fuamatu Ma'afala. How about that? That's old school.
That's old school way back in the day.
Okay.
But of course, like we're saying, the big game, okay, Michigan State, both teams coming off the win.
It's exciting.
We mentioned how lucky Michigan State was. Michigan, though, I mean, to take down Nebraska, you may have thought that it's a game they should have lost, but to take down Nebraska is no small feat.
They were undefeated.
With them undefeated at 24-0.
Undefeated is undefeated. You know, in the Big Ten, that is an accomplishment. So those games are behind us. Rutgers and Nebraska. It's tomorrow night, man.
Well,
clash of Big Ten titans.
Just because I say I don't think Michigan deserved to win doesn't mean I didn't think they played well.
Right.
They were fine, but Nebraska as a team, first half, shot like they usually do. They hit their threes. You can't leave them open.
Right.
They're a very good field goal percent shooting team and a very good three-point shooting team. Michigan won that game because at the end, they did play great defense, but Nebraska did not hit their shots. So that's not to say Michigan's not great. They're amazing. They're one of the best teams in the country.
Right.
But the only reason both teams won is because they were able to prevail late, and that's why they're both very good. We've seen both the Wolverines and the Spartans win games where they were down late because they're able to take over. You know, Michigan's very impressive because with their bigs and their size, you go to a Daimara and you use Will Cheddar and you use these guys who are hard to defend, and then State has a size problem. I don't know how they're going to be able to guard them. Cooper's very good, and you know Jackson Kohler's very good, but that's something to look out for tomorrow. How is MSU going to defend against Michigan's bigs?
All right, you know there's so many questions that still need to be answered about this rivalry, and for that, let's bring in our special guest tonight, Tim McCormick,
all right.
our pal, our Hoops Insider. Welcome, Tim. How are you, my friend? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can't wait for the game. I heard Tom Izzo say that he hates Michigan and Michigan hates Michigan State. I don't feel like I hate Michigan State, but I guess when you're fighting on the sideline and you're entrenched in it every day, that maybe your emotions run a little bit higher. But for the record, I don't hate Michigan State.
I don't think you hate.
Say it one more time, I'll believe you.
I don't think you hate Michigan State either, Tim. But for the fans here in the sports office who didn't hear what Tom Izzo said, let's play that now, guys. Tom Izzo on this rivalry.
You guys are awesome, too, because every year you want me to tell you how much I hate them. So I will say it again. I hate them. Of course I hate them. They hate us. You know, you got friends down there. What do you think I'm getting Valentine's Day cards or birthday cards? I mean, it's the way it is, guys. It's no different in any way in America. The key word is respect, and I do respect them a lot. So that's all that matters. When I die, I don't care if anybody likes me or not. I care if they respect me. So that's the way I look at the rivalry, you know? If the day comes when you like your rival, it's time to get out. That's for anybody in any sport. But if the day comes and you don't respect your rival, shame on you.
A full comment there, Tim. What do you think after hearing it?
Well, I'll say it again. I don't hate them, but I do respect them, and I think it's going to be a great game. I keep going back and forth, trying to figure out what the number one game keys are. Mm-hmm. I think turnovers both ways are going to be key to watch. Both teams are way too careless with the ball. Michigan State leads the Big Ten in turnover rate, which kind of surprises me a little bit. And Michigan against Nebraska, oh my gosh, your 2 point guards had 11 combined turnovers. Unacceptable. That's going to be a big key.
Tim, let me ask this. What are you finding out from the players when you have them on your podcast, the Go Blue Hoops podcast? I mean, I heard that you had Will Cheddar on this week. Has he given you any insight as to how maybe they can beat Michigan State?
You know what? I know you like Dos Equis, the beer, and they feature the most interesting man. That's Will Cheddar. That guy is fascinating. He grew up on a farm. He was a high school quarterback that at halftime played in the band. He did a work program in the summer in Bozeman building living spaces for beavers. Like he's got a lot of stories about him. I really like him a lot. I think he's one of the most likable basketball players I've ever met. And if he doesn't play like he played against Nebraska, Michigan loses that game. He made big shots, big plays. I think 7 points in 13 minutes was really impressive.
Tim, let me bring it back to this game. Michigan's last win at Breslin was in 2018. 3 wins in the past 25 visits. What is the sticking point there, and how can the crowds have an effect on each team?
Michigan State's crowd is intense, and they're brutal. I don't hate them, Woody.
We respect them, though. We respect them.
4 times he said he didn't hate them.
So when I've interviewed the 5 Michigan players for my podcast, it's one of the questions I always ask is, which is your biggest rivalry? Who do you want to beat the most? Every one of them says the same thing, and they don't hesitate when they say it. Michigan State. Their crowd is so, they're rude. That's what they are. But it's really pretty amazing, and I think the players get very excited about it. It's a great home court advantage.
Tim, what about what we're seeing develop with the players on the court? I mean, Elliot Cadeau has stepped up for Michigan in a huge way and is getting everyone else involved. I mean, we're seeing it the same way with Jeremy Fears, the on-the-court coach for Izzo and the Spartans. I mean, this is a kind of a battle that may reflect both coaches.
Cadeau and Fears is the battle to watch, and that's going to be great, the 2 point guards. I would say that Jeremy Fears is probably the best player in this game. Mm-hmm. He has really solidified that position. He's fun to watch. He's creative. He's a mid-teen scorer. And I also feel like Michigan has another gear. We saw them in Las Vegas. We know what their top-end performance looks like. And I just feel like they've got another game or two like that they're ready to bring out.
Go ahead, James.
Thank you, Tim. I really wanted to ask you, as someone who probably has seen more Michigan than anybody, is Yaxel Lendeborg really this good? Because he does look like a top 5 draft pick. He can shoot, he can play defense. He's also really good at sharing the ball, and I love, probably my favorite part about watching Yaxel Lendeborg is Michigan's such a fast team, and he's able to slow it down and kind of start the offense up as not even a point guard. And I wanted your take on if Lendeborg is really like this good, maybe like top 3 pick in the draft.
So James, if you pick Yax in the top 3, you're going to get fired. He is, as you said, and you're accurate, he does a lot of intangibles so well. Really good defender, start in transition, excellent defensively. But I want to see him emerge as a consistent go-to guy. He was 0 for 5 from 3 versus Nebraska in a game where you really need him to step up. He's been a little bit erratic for my liking. He's good. I believe he's capable of a lot more. And Michigan's going to need a go-to guy going into that environment. And if I were Michigan, I would force feed the ball to Merez Johnson and Dai Mara at the beginning, make the defense collapse. And I watch Yaxel Lendeborg and think, why are you starting the game out launching threes? Mm-hmm. He's on a horrific streak, something like 5 of his last 35 threes. I want to see him more aggressive to the basket.
Tim, if there was an X factor in this game for both teams, who would it be?
Dai Mara, he can be an all Big Ten player. And I also think that Michigan State lacks some size. The battle between he and Cooper should be really intriguing. And I do think that Dai Mara is a better player. He's an more all-round player. But Cooper's somebody that can hurt you if you're not careful.
Will Michigan be able to slow down that break and keep guys like Cohen Carr from climbing the ladder and slamming the ball home?
It's a good question. I would ask this question, too. Is Michigan State good enough to be able to slow down Michigan's break? Both teams have the ability to get out in transition. Watching turnovers is really important. A turnover is fuel for transition points. And so turnovers, transition points, the advantage that I would also want to see, can anybody make threes? If you get 10 3-pointers in this game, whether you're Michigan or Michigan State, you're going to win.
It's going to be a fun game, Tim. And you know what? You've been here long enough to know that the atmosphere that develops around this game, especially with both teams in the top 10, it's probably a lot more palpable than we've seen in recent years, isn't it?
This is going to be one of the most hotly contested Michigan State rivalries, in the last 20 years. This is a battle in which everybody's going to be focusing on defense and closing the paint. So that's why I think 3-point shooting is going to be so important. Also, does Michigan look composed? Michigan State's defense is one of the best in the country, and it's going to be really hard to score. Points are going to be at a premium. And then also, that crowd is going to be so loud. Can Michigan communicate and make sure that everybody knows what plays they're running, what defense they're in, what pick and roll coverage they're utilizing, so that there's just storylines galore everywhere you look, Woody.
Obviously, a lot to look at in this game. Tim, thanks a lot for coming in tonight. I really appreciate it. Tim McCormick, our Hoops Insider. You can find him on the Go Blue Hoops podcast every week. Obviously, interesting things happening there, and there's more interesting things happening here in the sports office after this short break. Welcome back to the Sports Office. Hear that sound? That means there is someone in the Zoom room. Let's go to him right now. Who we got, Tommy? Jeff, how are you, my friend? Good to see you tonight.
Hey, Jeff.
Hi, Jeff. How are you?
up? What's up, sports room?
Oh, it's good to see you. Hey, what do you want to talk about tonight?
Bro, I love the basketball talk. I love the rivalry. I'm cooped up like everybody else. I'm losing my mind.
What side you
I
falling?
want to know if we're going to get the band back together. We bring in Triple J back to play for the Pistons or what?
I said that you.
James Paxson is your guy because go ahead, James, take it away.
Okay, so earlier, before the Sports Office, Jeff, Woody said, are the Pistons going to do anything? What's their one move? And here's my idea. So, Jeff, you tell me if you approve or not. Ron Holland, Tobias Harris, 3 first-round picks to Memphis for Jaren Jackson Jr. Your thoughts? I think we could get him without even trading Duren.
Do it. Get it done. I thought it was done.
I think it's the best, most realistic trade they could do. I don't think the Pistons can get Giannis. I feel like Jaren Jackson Jr. is that bigger guy who could shoot threes well. I love it. So I think Jeff's got a point with Triple J.
You know what? The thing I will agree with you, Jeff, is that there definitely has a move needs to be made. Okay, the last time we saw the Pistons in a situation like this, who they bring in? Rasheed Wallace, and then all of a sudden everything took off. Now, if they can bring in another solid player, we can see things take off again. I mean, it's been what, 20 years, 10 years? How long since the last damn Pistons championship? It's too long.
21
years. It's
21
way too long.
years.
So, would you go with that deal, Jeff?
Bro, I tell you what, the last parade, I was living in Lafayette Park, and it was awesome. It was a hot day.
Well, maybe we can see
Let's do
that
this.
again. Maybe we can see that again this year. That would be huge if we could. Hey, listen, do me a favor. Put this number, this Zoom number, on your speed dial because we want to talk to you again. Thanks a lot for coming in to the Sports
Thanks,
Office
Jeff.
tonight. Tommy, anything else in there? Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Jeff. Tommy, who else?
I don't know if Papa Dad's ready.
We'll see if he's ready. Let's continue the conversation. Go
Real
ahead,
quick,
James.
because he brought up parades and we're
Yes.
talking Pistons. On your list, who's the most expected team to win the next championship? Have the Pistons
on my
surpassed
list?
the Lions? Wings, Tigers, who? if you could
Detroit
see-
team.
Oh, you
Yes.
know what? That's a good question because
Whoa.
I'm thinking about the Lions, but the Pistons, the way they're going right now, they're looking really good.
All right, so real quick, rank 1 through 4 who you think has the best chance to win a playoff or win a championship.
Wow.
Pistons,
Yep.
Lions, Wings, Tigers.
I think Pistons has surpassed the Lions for the number 1 team who could bring the next championship.
And rightly so, because we're seeing, I mean, look at what they're doing. I mean, to go out to Denver the other night and win by 2 in a very tough game that they, by all
could
means,
have
should
blown
have
up.
blown it. Exactly.
I'm giving the Red Wings love, man. I
Please
think they're
do.
going to go on a hot streak after the Olympics, and I think they're going to get it done. I think they could make a deep run in the playoffs this year.
Well, Detroit taking on the floundering Washington Capitals tonight.
There he is.
Once again, we're going to see goalie John Gibson in net for the Red Wings. He had an 8-game win streak snapped last time out.
2
against the Kings.
8-game win streaks this season.
Wow.
Last guy to do it, Chris Osgood, before I was born.
And that's
Wow.
and Gibson's a guy who I didn't think had any chance at the start of the season. I
Well-
thought he was one of the biggest mistakes Yzerman made.
We all thought he could be good.
Yeah.
I think he's surpassed all expectations.
No doubt.
And when Rich says, let's give some love to the Red Wings to win playoff hockey, you need a goalie. You need some guy who's going to be able to get 30, 35 saves a night. I could argue Gibson could do that. I
Yeah.
mean, the defense is playing better where you're seeing 20 to 25 shots. But Gibson could be that goalie that stand out to help the team skyrocket in the playoffs.
That's the second part of the success equation, though. He's got defense in front of him this time around, and it's playing a little better than what we may have seen last year.
Right.
Now this break coming up for the Olympics is going to be longer than the Four Nations break, so I don't know. I mean, that might be a lot of rust on guys coming back and trying to get into top shape, especially with a Red Wings team that could probably be at the top of the standings or somewhere close. I would hate to see Detroit all of a sudden come back and falter.
Go cold. Yeah, we wouldn't want to see that. But wouldn't it be exciting? I'm just a common fan. Wouldn't it be exciting if the Pistons and the Red Wings go deep in the playoffs.
Could you imagine that building down there?
Yeah.
The District Detroit would be renamed. Holy smokes! I couldn't imagine all the excitement. down
Very
there.
exciting.
Well, it hasn't happened yet, right?
No,
the Pistons and Wings have not been in the playoffs at the same time since LCA opened in 2017.
No, not.
When did they open?
Yeah, it was around there. I don't
Okay.
remember the exact date, but you're spot on that, and that is something that we would love to see happen. And if it's this year, even better.
I mean, it would be exciting to probably see that area right outside the entrance of LCA with that big screen for people to go down, have a ball,
Right.
watch Pistons and Wings
Whoa.
outside the stadium in a beautiful April night where you see a lot of teams when they're showing playoff hockey and you're like, look at everybody gathering around Edmonton, everybody gathering around Ottawa. That's what that area was made for.
Exactly.
But we've just
Very
never seen
exciting.
it.
No, and it's good. It's cool when you see it in other cities, and
Right.
just waiting for it to happen here in Detroit. Hey, I got to squeeze in another quick break. There's more of the Sports Office right after this. Welcome back to the Sports Office. It would not be a Thursday night episode if we did not hear from Papa Dot. Bring him in, Tommy. Bring him in, Tommy. Papa Dot, what up? Good to see you, my friend. How are you?
What's going on, fellas?
Hey, listen.
Y'all been all right?
Yeah, everything is fine. But of course, the big story tonight that we're talking about is Michigan State. It's going to be on Fox 2 on Friday night. What do you think about that game? Who you got to win?
I got Michigan all day by 8.
All day by 8. That's
By
a bold
8.
statement. Why do you think 8?
All day by 8, baby. Them boys been playing. I ain't been too much up on college in the last few years, but this year I've been paying attention to them boys. Even though they ain't balling like you supposed to ball, but when they get to the crucial down in the third, fourth quarter, they make it happen, Captain. They make it happen, Captain. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, listen. I need to get it. I need to get your permission. Can I use that line you just gave?
Yeah,
Thank
they
you.
make it happen. Even though I like Tom Izzo and his thing, and his boys doing good, but I think the Blue finna pull it out tomorrow night.
It's a good pick.
All right.
It's a good pick.
That is a solid pick. Papa Dot, I got to let you go because I got some other stuff to go to tonight in the sports office, but thanks for coming in.
Woody.
Go.
We just have just about 45 seconds left. So quick 30 seconds. You wanted to share your thoughts on NIL for high school athletes in Michigan. Give me a quick 30, go.
Yes, James, I wanted to share my thoughts. And I think that NIL for high schoolers is a mistake because it allows the kids who are not going to college to make some money. So basically it rewards bad players. Same thing in college with NIL. If you're not going to the pros, you get some money too. I don't like any of this. I think it's going too far down on the ladder to kids. Pretty soon it'll be the 6-year-old is getting extra juice in recess because of how he's playing or his name, image, likeness. I think it's gone way too far, and I'm sorry to say this is a genie that cannot get put back in this bottle. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
Thank you very
Right
much.
on.
I got 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3. Welcome. Thanks for coming to the sports office. We'll see you next time.